many of the great Rebbeim who I've had the zchus to learn from them and get Eitzah from. That would be the Blucher Rebbe, as well as Reb Chaim Yisrael Belsky, wish him refuah shalema, as well as Rabbi Yaakov Travis, who I had the zchus of my first introduction to learning with when I was a student at McGill, and then Rabbi Bertram, who really inspired me to live a Torah lifestyle. Then the Bertram family, who taught me what it means to raise a family in the Torah derech. You can see their sons here tonight. They're a tremendous inspiration for me. In addition, Rabbi Garfinkel and I have been learning one-on-one for, this summer would be 14 years. He shows a tremendous amount of patience, as his wife can attest to. My mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Rabbi Garfinkel will sit there calmly and say, no, that's not what Chazal means. And only after many times, will he give me the answer if I say, okay, now, just give it to me. But that's how Torah goes in. It has to be through a kasha. It has to be difficult. And it has to be through a question. I started learning with Rabbi Garfinkel at the SEED program 14 years ago, and that's why I became the director of SEED. I was inspired by watching other parents learning with their sons, and that's why I became the director of the Ahavas program, and I saw a need for there to be support for learning for the boys in the afternoon, and that's why I supported and for many years ran the afternoon learning program for the boys. All of these are only because I was inspired by other people. The last thing I want to say before I move on to Siyam is that I wish that this Suda will be as a zchus for refuah shalema for Golda Bas Esther, for refuah like only Hashem can provide, without boundaries or limits. Without suffering, regardless of whatever any doctor says. All refuahs come from Hashem. As was stated earlier, the vast majority of my learning of Shas was done on the train. Of course, it's not the only learning I do. I learn with Rabbi Garfinkel several times a week and several other conferences. But this special time, what we call protected time in the university world, is really protected in the ways there's nobody bothers me on the train. It's 25 minutes to 30 minutes each way. And this time I've been using for the last 7.5 years, to learn Shas. In addition to that, walking to and from the train and driving to and from the train and to and from the train station downtown and here in the Northeast, I listen to tapes to either review that learning or tapes in the shkafa, and that's to fulfill what we'll say now in the Hadran, that they sit and we sit. When I sit on the train, it's in order to makabel schar and learn Hashem's Torah. I see the people around me, they read secular books, they read the newspaper, or they schmooze with their friends. When they work and they toil, they may be toiling, finishing a work for a project that they need to do on the train, and I learn Hashem's Torah. And this is all because of the inspiration I had from my teachers and from the people around I see in shul, etc. In addition, okay, so let's finish the tractate over here. So I was inspired to learn Shas when the last Siyum Shas was coming on. So I wanted to make a Siyum with that Siyum Shas. So I started with this Nida. So I'll be finishing Shas now with Maseches Kodshim, with Seder Kodshim, and Maseches Midos. Maseches Midos is essentially, in the Gemara, is essentially just Mishnayos. The last Mishnah talks about the dimensions of the Beis HaMikdash. And the last Mishnah talks here about how the Beis HaMikdash, looking from the top down, looks like a crouched lion. It's thin and then wide. It's wide on its eastern part, and it's thin on its western part, thinner and longer. The final part of the Mishnah says over here, so then the final part of the Mishnah discusses these three